Are there any questions tonight?
Hey Jennifer, I have a question.
Let me turn up the volume. Okay.
Can you remind me of the mantra that Stuart mentioned yesterday?
Please help me bathe in God's healing light.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And there's a couple variations of that one, but that's the one that pops out. That's the one I was using today in class. Okay. It helps change the tone, the vibration, the energy. And the mantras change over time. Everybody has a different one. For the longest time, I used hum, I am that, or I am one with everything. And occasionally that one will pop up as well. But I don't search for them, they just show up when I need them. Much like your teacher appears when you're ready. And sometimes that teacher is another person or a situation or perhaps a life event. It might be that type of person, not necessarily the person who's presenting the situation to you, but wait a minute, I know this archetype. I remember this from my last job. All right, I guess the situation's presenting itself again to me to see how much I've learned, how much I've grown, and what I still need to do to get beyond this. And mostly it's about me. Well, it's all about me. It's what I'm up against. And everybody is up against something completely different. And I've come to realize when I'm at work or in the community or perhaps taking a phone call from a complete stranger, everyone's going through something and you just don't know what it is. And compassion and love go a really long way. And that includes for yourself. Are there any other questions tonight?
I have a question.
Yes, Bob.
What does that mean to you? I am one with everything. What does that mean to you?
What it means in our work, Bob, is that we are fully connected on every level to everything. When a butterfly flaps its wings and there's a hurricane over in the Philippines, they're all interconnected. We are intertwined. Vibrationally, I can tell when I walk into a room who's having a tough day. And that vibration can change the whole tone of the day for everyone around. Or with enough training and strength, Bob, you can learn to absorb and transform that energy to a life-giving force to make you stronger. Take advantage of every opportunity you are given, even if it's just you literally ramming your head against the wall for the 30th time that day because you're so frustrated about something. Life's not supposed to be easy, although we wish it were. And it's really not supposed to be perfect. Well, things would be so much more simple if they were. But there's a lot of joy in mistakes. I can name about 25 that I made today. And some of them were quite delicious. Some of you know that I bake, sometimes successfully, other times not so much. And when I used to get frustrated, I would just toss everything out and get really mad. And now I go, well, that was something. What can I turn this into? I'm sure it'll be fine in some other shape or form. It might come to you in the art that you do, or the job that you have, or the skill set that you've decided you're going to conquer. There's going to be ups and downs, but mostly it's all going to be about learning who and what you are made of. And we are no more than who and what we surround ourselves with. And so when you say, I am one with that, I am one with everything, we are all completely connected. And that it's no accident, Bob, that we are in class tonight together. Are there any other questions tonight? I don't take being a teacher lightly. I laughingly remember about 3 years into this meditation practice. No, 5 years into this meditation practice. I had a conversation with my teacher, Chris. And she was going to approach Stuart to make me a teacher. And I got so excited about it that there was a possibility that I could be a teacher of this work. And as we were going to lunch, there was a moment where I was alone with Stuart. I don't know if I was driving him or walking him to the restaurant. And I just blurted out, Stuart, I want to be a teacher. And he laughed. He goes, I'll let you know when you're ready. I took a big swallow. It's like, yep, okay, I just learned it there. And 17 years after I began as a student, after a class in a meditation at a retreat, I earnestly approached Stuart and I said, Stuart, my teacher is not doing well. Is there anything I can do to help? Is there anything I can support you with? Is there anything that I can do to make your life better? And the energy in the room split open. Like a ray of light just came through the roof and the room lit up. You could feel it, and people's heads turned and looked. It was that electric. And Stuart made me a teacher at that moment. You can't ask. You can't do this on your own. You have to be revealed. And so when Stuart asked me to teach on Thursday nights, I knew it was a great honor and a great undertaking. And I prepare for class throughout the week. So thank you for coming. Thank you for working deeply on yourself. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. Be well.